Today's video is all about the Sony AX700 camera and its many benefits. Let's get into it. So the Sony AX700 costs $1898 right now in the United States, a little more in Canada. The big features that it has is a 1-inch stack sensor. This is very important because stack sensors are better in low light than regular sensors. And that it's a 1-inch sensor instead of the tiny little itty-bitty sensors that are in most video cameras makes a huge deal. So this camera is really a hybrid. It can be used by amateurs for sure, but a lot of pros could use this camera as well. It has S-Log on board, which means it also has S-Cinetone, which is it's kind of a LUT that looks like the Venice camera. It's pretty cool. It's a very, very nice way to shoot people, especially it renders skin tones really accurately and really in a very pleasing way for film. It has 2 card slots, which is a big deal if you're doing long form video. Because it has 2, it's got an A and a B, and you can run it where A runs out and automatically switches to B on its own. And then you can pop out A and then put another card in, and then when B runs out, it goes right back to A. The point is that if you're doing long form video, the AX700 is a great way to go. Battery life is incredible. It ships with an AC adapter, which is very nice. So if you're looking for something in a church that you're going to lock down on a tripod, this is a great option for that purpose. The autofocus system is very advanced compared to the other AX series camcorders. This one has 273 points of phase detect autofocus. Now, phase detect autofocus is a big deal because we get phase detect from the A9 series cameras. It's a very, very fast, incredibly quick and accurate autofocus. So this camera would be really good for auto racing, even auto racing at night under lights. If you want to do luge or some tennis or something like that, it's a very, very quick and fast acting autofocus that is also accurate. Like the FX6 and FX9, this has built-in neutral density, which is pretty cool. It's a quarter, a 16th, or 1/64th, which means you can shoot in bright sunlight with the lens wide open, no problem, things like that. But it's very, very nice to have that capability. You can also play with your ISOs if you want to try to match another camera or whatever. Another big deal is this thing has an actual LANC port. And this is where you'd put in on the tripod, you can buy these little zoom controllers that plug into the Lance port. Again, if you're going to lock this camera down for like church services of some type or synagogue, this is a great way to go because it's really, really good in low light. The autofocus is good and it's got this Lance port, so it's a big deal. The AX700 is the only AX series camera that's available that has a full-size HDMI port, which when you do a lot of production, it is really a big deal because the micro and the mini ones work their way out. They come out sometimes, they wear out, they short. The larger cords are way more robust in their construction, and it's just a better way to go all the way around. The AX700 has an equivalent zoom that's 29mm to 350mm, and that's equivalent to like in 35mm, and that does not include clear image zoom, which it also has. The whole package weighs just 2 pounds, which is really, really quite good. So there's a little door here on the top, and this door opens up, and underneath that door is a hot shoe, but it's not just a normal hot shoe from like a 35mm camera. This hot shoe is what's called a multi-interface shoe. This shoe is capable of taking a whole bunch of microphones that are available from Sony, many of which were not invented when they made this camera. The ECM B1 is my favorite of those. It's a really, really good shotgun mic. It has excellent sound quality and actually picks up like real bass. So if you're shooting music, live music, this is a great way to go with the ECM B1. The ECM B10 is also excellent, although not quite as good as the B1 in my opinion. But this is a really good way to do this. Sony also makes something called the XLR K3M, which will allow you to slide into the top of this an adapter that gives you full phantom power with XLRs. So you'll get a 2-channel XLR A and B. So if you really want to do pro audio with this camera, you can actually use this platform to do that.